Hi, let's learn about Augustan Age in English literature. Earlier we have read about Elizabethan Age, and after Elizabethan Age, Jacobean Age was most important in English literature, and thereafter the Restoration Age. And now we are going to learn about Augustan Age. Augustan literature is the literature of early 18th century to 1740s. It was the reign of Queen Anne, King George I, and King George II in British Empire. It was named after King Augustus in Roman Empire. Roman Empire was flourishing day by day under the reign of King Augustus. That is why in English literature also this age is called Augustan Age. The age is also called classical age or neoclassical age in literature because during this period many British writers copied the Latin literature of Greek Empire. So basically this is called the classical age or neoclassical age because the writers of this age took pride in copying the classical literature. The classical literature was that literature which was Roman literature or Greek literature, and they were having their own themes, on plots, and the people of Augustan age, the people or the writer of Augustan age were very much fascinated by their style, by their themes, and by their plot. So that is why they adopted a style in which they wanted to copy that type of literature only. So this is why this is called classical or neoclassical age. The Augustan literature denied the idea of restoration principles and moved towards logic and reason. So Augustan age is called the age of logic and reason also, because earlier in restoration era or in other eras you have seen that people had started adopting the styles which were very much licentiousness was there, and there was moral depravity in those works. So that is why they shunned the idea of adopting the same type of literature. They moved forward toward logic and reason. They wanted the works to be more rational and utilitarian in nature. And it also should be kept in mind that in this age the writers were dependent upon their patrons. So here we are learning Augustan literature is more formal and intentional. So this literature is more formal and intentional because many of the writers or poets were dependent on their patrons. So whatever their patrons wanted them to write, they used to write the same. So there was lack of spontaneity, and creativity is clearly visible in the works of time. Though the concept and nature of literary works changed during the second half of 18th century due to growing concept of freedom and people's flow towards equal rights and democracy. So earlier period of Augustan age was totally based on logic and reason, and this literature was more formal and intentional. But after some time in the second half of 18th century we can see that people were becoming revolutionary day by day, and they were very much influenced by the equal rights and democracy. So their styles had changed that time. They had not they did not want the literature to be formal and intentional. They wanted it to be very much spontaneous. So let's discuss about major writers of the work of the time and their important works. Alexander Pope, his important works are An Essay on Criticism, An Essay on Man, The Rape of Locke, Windsor Forest, The Dunciad, Epistle to Dr. Arbuthnot. These are important works written by Alexander Pope. Jonathan Swift's important works are A Tale of Tub, The Battle of the Books, Gulliver Travels, Journal to Stella, The Drapier's Ladder, Cordinus and Vanessa, A Modest Proposal. Joseph Addison's important works are The Tattler, The Spectator, Cato, The Drummer, The Campaign, The Vision of Mirza. Samuel Richardson's important works are Pamela, Clarissa, The History of Sir Charles Grandison, The History of Mrs. Beaumont, Six Letters Upon Dueling. Henry Fielding's important works are Shamela, The Adventures of Joseph Andrews, Jonathan Wild the Great, Tom Jones, Amalia, A Journey from the World to the Next, Voyage to Lisbon. So in the following videos we will learn about them one by one, and we will go in detail about the writers, their biography and their works. Thank you.